Okay, Data. Responding to you again. I don't know why I get sucked in by you, but for some reason I do. I'm just going to go point by point list of your points and respond to them. My username is johnebii. No big deal. You can call me whatever you want. I've been called worse, but it's johnebii. The first part of your video talks about the reasons why you think I banned you. And I want to be very clear about this, and I thought I was in the email that I gave you, but evidently it's a bit hard to get through to you. You were banned because you came on my own comment section and said that you had been spending all this time presenting these arguments to me just to mess with me. And now I've deleted the comments off of the comment section, or I would take the video camera and point it to my computer and show it to you. But if you don't have, if bad memory comes with dyslexia, I'll just remind you. You were banned because you said you were messing with me. Okay? I don't have time for people to just go on there and make stupid comments just to be messing with me. You talk about your logic next. And I'd like you to go to the video where your logic was that we shouldn't allow parents to have sole responsibility for their children's education. We should have a public education system where education would be compulsory because one gentleman taught his child nothing but Klingon. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is your logic, and then you wonder how I could ever question your logic? Now you say you don't care if I banned you or not. Okay, you probably won't be back on my comment section anyway. But yet in your first video to me, you started out with the fact that you didn't really think it was fair that someone would continue to make videos and then not allow you to comment. So evidently you care enough to comment to say you don't think it's fair that I didn't let you comment. So you ought to make up your mind on that. The second thing is, or the next thing is, you're really into having dyslexia. That's really a part of your identity, it seems. You know, you state that all people who have dyslexia at some point or another have had problems spelling. Well, I find it interesting. I don't know how you could know every single person in the world that's ever had dyslexia. Okay? I want to get something straight. I don't think you're unintelligent or dismiss your arguments because you have dyslexia. I think your arguments are very poorly constructed because of the lack of logic, and because, if you want to call it logic, the logic that you use, the arguments that you make, and the points that you try to reiterate. This is such a group mentality that you have here, because I have dyslexia. He's coming after people with dyslexia. That's like me having a conversation with an African American and saying, hey, how could you possibly have such a stupid idea? And he's going, oh, you think I'm stupid because I'm black? No, I never said that. I never said that. And I don't attempt to discredit your arguments by the fact that you have dyslexia. They're terrible, terrible arguments. That's why I discredit them. Your arguments don't make any sense. The other thing is that you say, if I know people that have dyslexia, I should somehow know when I see a misspelling that, yeah, that's probably somebody dealing with dyslexia. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. There's people all over YouTube, and I made the point myself that I misspell. Maybe you missed that point. I misspell, and I don't have dyslexia. There are people all over YouTube. Now we either have to assume that YouTube has an extremely high concentration of people suffering from dyslexia that are making comments on all the videos here, or that sometimes people probably just misspell. And therefore, I would have no idea or no way to know that just because you were misspelling, you had dyslexia, or nor should I logically assume that. Alright? there were so many other various points in there that I can't make them all, respond to all of them, and I need to check my time. But, you know, those are the things I want to make straight. You were banned because you said you were messing with me. No other reason. You were banned, okay? And I make, or I dismiss, or I think your arguments are not valid, not because you have dyslexia, but because they're bad arguments. They lack logic and thinking. Lastly, I want to say, I thought dyslexia, and this is not lastly, by the way, I misspoke. I thought dyslexia, now my mom helped teach children that had dyslexia for about 7 years. And the way she explained it to me was you get your letters mixed up. Like, was, W-A-S, a person with dyslexia will read saw, S-A-W. Same letters, different order. Now, I did a quick review of the comments that you left, and you misspelled things like border. For a border town, a border crossing, B-O-R-D-E-R, you spelled border like a person that is boarding, B-O-A-R-D-E-R. Okay? Now, the way I understood dyslexia, you would spell it B-R-O-D-E-R or something like that. You're using different forms of the same of words that sound like that are spelled different. There, T-H-E-R-E, and there, T-H-E-I-R. So maybe you can bring me up to speed on that. Maybe that's also caused by dyslexia. I don't know. But my understanding of dyslexia was that it was getting letters out of order and misplaced. The other thing is, I love how non-Christians like to dictate to Christians what their code of morality should be, when the people dictating don't even claim, to follow this code of morality. They just know it, left and right. They'll be like me telling an atheist how to be a good atheist. Okay, you don't claim to follow any, Christian beliefs, but yet you know them so well you want to dictate to me. Okay? So I've never understood that. People that are not Christians have the most knowledge in the world about what it means to be a Christian. I've never understood that much. Maybe you can help me out on that. You were one for a while, so I guess you know. But regardless, Data, I don't need you to tell me how to live my life. Look, all I said was, things are funny, I'm not a bad guy because I point out something that's funny. Also, the point was, when you were misspelling, you were pontificating down to me. So you read back my note, and it didn't really come back the way I wrote it. But I said, if you get up on your high horse again and then begin to misspell, I'll probably make fun of you again. I made the comment in the first place because you were pontificating down to me, misspelling all the while. So if that happens again, like I said, I'll do it again. Last of all, I wonder if you even have dyslexia. And yes, I've said that, and I'll leave it to the viewers of these videos to say what they think. But I think you may just be an attention monger that needs a little bit of attention. Or if you do indeed